What's up guys, Duarte here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video I want to talk about these milestones that we have right now. I know I'm a little bit late, but maybe I can provide some information that is helpful. And what I really want to talk about is the milestones in the middle that you have to do with your alliance, because some of these teams that you have to use for this are not easy to deal with, and especially for my situation, I come to talk about this from experience. If you are, for example, on the middle lane on the alpha raid, you might have some problems doing these milestones. So we'll go take a look at the characters that we have available and which teams we can use, and also which ISO we can use. And hopefully you'll find the information on this video helpful and share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord and with your alliance mates, so you guys can finish these milestones fast. There are quite a few of them. You need to get 93,000 points, and my alliance, only in 3 days we were able to get half of it. So hopefully the information I will provide is helpful. And the other milestones, this one is just about opening orbs, and this one is just about making blitz, playing blitz. So do that, and yeah, so let's go to the teams that we can use for these milestones in the middle. That we need to use raid characters and win battles in raid with this tag Masked Caper. Win or lose, I think it's better to win. So the information I'm going to provide to you is for you to always win. So let's jump into that. Okay, so here we are on msf.gg, and this is all the characters that we can use with this tag. We are going to take a look at this list first, and we are going to take a look at this list after. But first we are going to approach the alpha raid that we have right now. And in the alpha raid you have 3 lanes. You have the city lane, you have the global lane, and you have the cosmic lane. And in between you have some nodes where you have a mix of the 2 of those lanes. So sometimes you have a city and global, other times you have global and cosmic. But some of the nodes are only global, and at least for me, I think those are the worst ones. So let's take a look at the characters we can use in city. And of course, if you have the symbiotes, you always want to use them. They are a very good team for raids, and they will always give you the max points. But in case you don't have all the symbiotes, and probably you don't have anti-venom, and maybe your screen is not at 7 yellow stars, and I think that's going to be the case for most people, I would tell you to use the other 3 symbiotes, so Symbiote Spider-Man, Carnage and Venom, and then you can do 2 combinations. You can use Miss Marvel and Spider-Man, or you can use Iron Fist and Miss Marvel, or Iron Fist and Spider-Man. And based on this, you'll be able to beat all those nodes very easily. That was what I was doing in the past, and I never had any problem with it. In case you are having some problems in terms of sustain, you can change your ISO weight for level 1 healer, and that should be enough for your team to have enough healing to do all the nodes. In case you are using one of these characters like Miss Marvel or Iron Fist, or even the OG Spider-Man, that don't have as much healing as the other characters. So this is the characters I recommend for raids, and you can always use Ghost Rider or Daredevil with Iron Fist or something like that, but you should focus on Symbiote Spider-Man, Carnage, Venom, and then 2 others. Hopefully brawlers, hopefully heroes, and if any problems, ISO 8 healer. Let's go into the next category, and this is the problematic one. And as you can see, like, we don't have many good characters, we don't have any healer, and based on that you need to work around this and even change the ISOs that you have on your characters in order to make it work a little bit better. And what I did is use some tanking characters and use fast characters, and then change their ISO to healer. Some of them are even at level 3 healer, because that's what I use in Alliance Wars. But focus on characters that are fast and characters that can tank on their own without taking too much damage. So with this in mind, we have Strife. Strife is amazing because whenever he starts the match, he gets speed up, so you can barrier right away, and he gets the taunt, so he'll protect the other characters. Then you have other characters like Mystique. She's very fast as well. She can steal buffs from the enemies, so she'll protect herself. And these two characters, they are quite beefy. So if you have Isolate level 3 with healer, they are going to do those regens for a nice amount, and after do that heal on turn, that is also going to be for a nice amount, and that's what I have been using for my core. But then I'm using support characters that can protect your team and also do some nice damage. So the other character I'm using is Taskmaster. He's extremely fast, he can stun, he can apply slows, he can apply blinds. So he's my support damage dealer for my team, and because he's also very fast, if you have him isolate with healer, he's also going to heal the other characters on the team. And then you have an option of Falcon. Falcon is okay, but he's not so great, he doesn't have enough HP in my opinion. So what you want to do is go purple and you go with Baron Zemo. In the global nodes there are many nodes that have a lot of minions, so that's where Baron Zemo is going to shine. And because he is extremely fast, if you have him with Isolate as healer, even if he's only at 4 yellow stars or 5 yellow stars, he's going to be quite decent, and he's going to do some minor regens that are going to be very helpful. Because he also disrupts the enemies in case they have speed up or something like that, it won't be a problem. And I always like to have these two guys, the Baron Zemo and Taskmaster, because we use them in PvP. So that's going to be extremely helpful. Now, other character that many people have at high stars is Crossbones, and Crossbones works very well with Baron Zemo. He can do that early explosion, do a lot of damage to your enemies, and that's what you want to focus on. You just want enough sustain so you can kill your enemies. So if in one turn you do the ultimate from Taskmaster and Baron Zemo does his thing, all the enemies will explode and Strife will not have to tank too much. Then on the next node you want to do the ultimate from Crossbones. Baron Zemo is also going to do his thing, and you will get rid of most of the enemies, and then you have Mystique and Strife to clean up with their basics. So that's what you want to focus on those global nodes, and this is, I think, the part where people will struggle most. But in case you unlock Baron Zemo and Taskmaster, Crossbones is a very old character, so you probably have him at a decent level. Strife is easily obtained from the Blitz store, and Mystique is an old character as well, so it's very likely that most people have these 5 characters, and you'll be able to do some great job with them. There are some other characters here that could be okay, but I really don't value most of these characters. Maybe Killmonger, he would also be able to do some damage and sustain, but he's not that great and doesn't have any defensive abilities or doesn't have any way to control the enemies, so I'd rather focus on the other ones. So let's move to the next section, and the next section is probably the easiest one because you have so many good characters. So you have Black Bolt, Mantis, Minerva, Star-Lord, Proxima, and Captain Marvel. Can you do a team with these 5 characters? Of course you can. So Black Bolt and Star-Lord, you put one next to each other and you'll just spam the ultimate with Black Bolt and you win. Then you can use Proxima Midnight for some support and control of the enemies with their stun and with the offense down. And then you can use Minerva for healing, but Mantis, she's also great in case you don't have a good Minerva. And Captain Marvel, she's okay. I don't think she's too reliable because she doesn't have any defensive stats like block, like defense up or something like that. So even that she regens by a lot, if for some reason you get her with a slow or some heal block, that's going to be a problem for her, so I rather focus on the other 5 characters. Make a team out of it, and I'm sure you'll have a very easy time. At least from the runs I did, and I only did it once, it worked very well. And finally, we are going to take a look at the list overall in case you are doing Ultimo 7. Unfortunately, the characters you have available, it's not going to be possible to do Ultimo 7.5 easily. You can do it with the symbiotes, but that's only be in case you whale it out and you have anti-venom at least at 5 yellow and Scream also at 5 yellow and 3 red or higher. If you are not in that situation, you'll probably will not be able to do Ultimo 7 at difficulty 5. But in case you are not doing at difficulty 5, there is a team that you can use. This team is called the BKT 2.0, and on that team you want to use Black Bolt, Thanos, Ebony Maw, then Star-Lord and then Minerva. This is somewhat easily obtainable team because most of the characters are legendary. Minerva is just the one that is a little bit harder to get, and maybe Thanos. But with this team you have 3 characters that are on this tag. They are very powerful, and you'll be able to do Ultimo 7 difficulty 5. Not super easy, not all nodes, because some nodes this team is a little bit too slow, but most of the nodes. And if you are under difficulty 5, maybe difficulty 3 or difficulty 2, you'll be able to do it very easily. And of course, if you have the symbiotes, use them. And if you can use other teams, for example Shuri and Yo-Yo, and use symbiote Spider-Man, Carnage and Venom. That's a good team as well. Or you can use Black Bolt instead of Venom, or a combination of those. So you have at least 3 characters on your main teams on Ultimo 7. Okay guys, that's going to be the video. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you did, you know what to do. Smash that like button like a boss. I hope these tips are helpful, at least for me, that part on the alpha raid for the global nodes. It really helped me out when I changed my ISOs on those characters that I mentioned for healer. That really helped me to always win, always do it without struggle, and stuff like that. The other ones you don't have to worry too much about. It's just about blitzing every day and opening orbs. But I think this one is really important for your alliance. And like this, you will not have like to go crazy on spending cards for energy or spending ill materials to heal your characters. With these recommendations I did, I think you'll be doing just fine. So if you found information on this video helpful, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord, with your alliance mates. If you're new to my channel, I hope you consider subscribing, and I will catch you guys later.